dear children. Today we speak about painting and famous English painters. What is art? Art is a way to show one's emotions or communicate one's thoughts. Art is an important part of people's cultural life. There are different forms of art. There are many different arts: literature, architecture, sculpture, painting, drawing, music, dance, theater, cinema, and others. Pieces of art can be perceived by eye and ear. They can be three-dimensional or two-dimensional. There are many styles of art. Popular art are music, theater, painting, and cinema. People need art as way they understand the world around them. All people are different. Everyone has his favorite art. Art is an expression of our culture. Art has a great educational significance. Art holds up people's spirits in the tragic moment of their lives. The language of art is universal. Many famous people told about art. For example, Seneca said, "All art is but imitation of nature." Longfellow, "Art is long and life is fleeting." Horatio, "A picture is a poem without words." Mussorgsky, "Art is not an end to itself, but a means of addressing humanity." Painting, the word is of Latin origin, is the art portraying or representative objects with the line and color. The first pictures were probably the pictures of animals and were drawn for the reason of magic. There are many items portraying gods. In Christianity, they are called icons. Muslim religion prohibited the portray people and let artists paint only flowers and scenes because they have no souls. Painters express their ideas through composition, coloring, and light and shade effect. There are many techniques developed through the centuries to interpret the feelings of an artist into flat images on a canvas or pieces of paper. And now try to answer my questions. Are you interested in art? What art in particular? What world famous artists do you know? Who is your favorite painter? And now, do you know any British museum, such as the British Museum, the Tate Museum, the National Gallery, the National Portrait Gallery, the Museum of Madame Tussauds? Before we start speaking about English painters, let's review the words on the topic. These words from exercise 4, 5 and 3 from page 166 to 179 in your textbooks. And now, translate such sentences. Look through this. Read these sentences attentively, translate them. Now translate them all together. З усього безмежного різноманіття видів мистецтва я віддаю перевагу живопису. Of the unlimited variety of arts, I prefer painting. The next sentence. Мистецтво користується популярністю багатьох людей, оскільки воно відображає красу світу. English variant. Art is popular with many people because it reflects beauty or reality. The third sentence. Образотворче мистецтво включають живопис, малюнок, гравюру, скульптуру і ряд прикладних видів мистецтва, таких як інсталяція, промисловий дизайн, графічний дизайн і так далі. Artistic expression, the third. Fine arts include painting, drawing, engraving, sculpture, and a number of applied art like installation art, industrial design, graphic design, and so on. The fourth sentence. Художнє вираження приймає традиційні форми, такі як живопис, скульптура, музика і архітектура, а також ряд нових форм, таких як фотографія, відеомистецтво, концептуальне мистецтво, ландшафтний дизайн та інше. English variant. Artistic expression takes traditional forms like painting, sculpture, music, and architecture, and a number of new forms such as photography, video art, conceptual art, land art, and so on. And last sentence. Зорові образи, які використовує художник, такі як колір, світло, тінь, форма, висловлюють його бачення життя. Visual images used by the painter, such as colors, light, shape express his concept of life. And now we speak about English painters. I want to tell about John Constable. John Constable was one of the greatest landscape painters. He was born in Salford on June 11, 1776. He was the son of a wealthy miller. He began to take interest in landscape painting while he was at grammar school. His father didn't favor art as a profession. As a boy, Constable worked almost secretly, painting in the cottage of an amateur painter. His keen artist interest was such that his father allowed him to go to London in 1795, where he began to study painting. Constable was the first landscape painter who considered that every painter should make his sketches direct from Constable Etier, that is, working in the open air. He tried to earn his living by portraits. His heart was never in this, and he achieved no popularity. Please, the works of Constable. Constable was a realist. He put into his landscape cattle, horses, the people working there. He put the smile and meadows, the sparkle of the sun and rain, or the stormy and uncertain clouds. In England, Constable never received the recognition that he felt he was due. The French were the first to acclaim Constable publicly. His influence upon foreign painting schools has been powerful. Sir Thomas Lawrence. Look through, please. Lawrence was the leading British portrait painter of the early 19th century, portraying most of the important personalities of the day in his polished and flattering style. Lawrence was born in Bristol in 1769. He took to painting in 1786 and became a pupil at the Royal Academy School in 1787. In the following year, at the age of 19, he exhibited his first portrait. In 1794, he became a member of the Academy and painted in ordinary to the King, George III, on the death of Reynolds in 1792. He was knighted in 1815 and became president of the Academy 5 years later. He was very successful in commercial terms and made a great deal of money. He was also a collector and formed one of the finest collections of old master drawings ever known. Now please look through his works. Sir Joshua Reynolds. Reynolds was the leading English portraitist of the 18th century. Through study of ancient and Italian Renaissance art and of the work of Rembrandt, Rubens and Van Dyck, he brought great variety and dignity to British portraiture. Reynolds was born at Plimpton in Devon, the son of a headmaster and fellow of Balliol College, Oxford, a more education background than that of most painters. He spent from 1749 to 1752 abroad, mainly in Italy, and set up practice in London shortly after his return. His son established himself as leading portrait painter, though he was never popular with George III. He was a key figure in the intellectual life of London. When the Royal Academy was founded in 1768, Reynolds was elected its first president. Also believing that history painting was the noblest work of the painter, he has little opportunity to practice it, and his greatest work are his portraits. Look through his works. Now speak about Thomas Gainsborough. He was a portraitist and landscape painter. He was born in Sudbury in 1727. His father sent him to London to study arts. Thomas Gainsborough spent 8 years working and studying in London. There he got acquainted with the Flemish traditional school of painting. In his portraits, green and blue colors predominate. He was the first British painter who painted British native countryside. He painted a wagon of hay, a pook-coated poop sands. His works of landscape contain much poetry and music. The particular discovery of Gainsborough was the creation of a form of art in which the characters and the background form a single unity. His works, painted in clear and transparent tones, had a considerable influence on the artists of the English school. He was in advance of his time. His art became forerunner of the Romantic movement. He was died in 1788 and built at Stone End Churchyard in London, England. Now you can see the pictures and works of Gainsborough. traduces the budget. It's one of the best his work. And now I want to tell about our local painter Володимир Афанасьєв. Така коротка інформація про нашого місцевого художника Володимира Афанасьєва. Афанасьєв Володимир Андрійович народився 8 вересня 1953 року в сім'ї залізничника. І хист до малювання батьків Володимира виявили вже коли йому було 6 років. У 1972 році Володимир закінчив Бірківську середню школу. У 1980-му закінчив Харківський художньо-промисловий інститут. В нашому селі так живе така людина. Неабияку роль у становленні Володимира Афанасьєва як художника відіграла творчість таких українців-живописців та пейзажистів, як Сергія Васильковського та Оксани Яблонської. Зараз ви бачите картину Володимира Афанасьєва «Пшеничне поле». До речі, це дорога, якщо йти з села Залізничне Бірки до села Бірки Нововодолазького району. Я гадаю, що ця дорога відома всім. Дуже полюбляє Володимир Афанасьєв малювати такі пейзажі. Ось, наприклад, «Біла хата». Одна з його найкращих робіт. Дубова хаща. Це теж одна із місцевість Нововодолазького району. Якщо ви побачите, там на задньому плані є церква. Відома всім, хто буває в Нововодолазькому районі. Також любить він малювати пейзажі. Ось, наприклад, початок зими. Схід сонця. Цікава така репродукція. Якщо поглянути, хвиля якимись такими зірочками зображена. Досить оригінальна. Також серед картин Володимира Афанасьєва є натюрморти. Ось перед вами картина «Бузок» та картина «Маки». Серед його картин і портрети відомих людей. Ось перед вами просто картина, яка називається «Запорожець». Це такий ось портрет. І портрет відомого академіка Української академії аграрних наук, доктора біологічних наук Федора Івановича Осташка. Певний час Федір Іванович працював у нашому дослідному господарстві, проводив досліди, і ним було видано декілька наукових публікацій саме в нашому селі. Finally, I want to say art is long, life is short. Тому, як домашнє завдання, я хочу вам, шановні десятикласники, запропонувати підготувати розповідь про одного з англійських письменників. Розповідь повинна бути не менше, ніж 15 речень. Goodbye. Чудо. Ой.